How are car companies getting your data? Well, you're not going to like this. Car companies have admitted that they're selling your private data, and companies like Stellantis were looking to cash in on that data collection from its connected vehicles. But recently we've learned they're in discussions to offer an opt-out on data packages from its vehicles from service providers. And this is only because drivers like you are pushing back. They heard your messages, and the car maker heard you wanted to have consent on where they use your data. But this fight is far from over with every brand. If you actually read the fine print on any of these terms of service contracts for connected car apps, it's horrifying. The quantity of data that is being collected and what they can do with it would keep anyone from signing up for that service if they actually read it. And companies want to be able to track your location, your direction of travel, and the speed without restriction and for free. Plus, the in-car audio recording that they can do, as we mentioned recently in the kill switch infrastructure bill. This is scary stuff. And you don't sign these agreements at the dealership when you buy your new or used car. No one will hand you paperwork and confirm you understand that you're agreeing before you click that confirm. You buy your car, you go to use an integrated service app like a built-in app for radios, maps, Wi-Fi, autonomous driving features, phone connectivity, and on and on and on. And a screen pops up and asks if you agree to these terms of services or you can't use the service. But nobody reads it. That's super long agreements and many times would need an attorney to understand what they actually say. We just want to use the vehicle for all those great features we paid for, but the problem is that you agree to hundreds of possibly thousands of pages of legalese saying you have no privacy in your car, and the car companies and their service partners own all of the data and they sell it. They make huge amounts of money doing this. Actually, this is their main profit center now, and you can opt out if you can figure out how. Now, some services have a tight limit before they automatically activate after a short period of time, like a week. And again, has anyone ever done that? It's buried deep in the service agreement that is rarely, if ever, read by the end user to find an opportunity to opt out. What about services like Apple CarPlay? Well, I have far more faith in Apple's information protection than I do, for example, SiriusXM, who partnered with Guardian, a new company that no one really knows about. These companies hope people will assume it's part of the satellite radio service, but it also has nothing to do with satellite radio. You can call SiriusXM and get the radio service without this extra security service. But most people don't know how to do that, nor will they take the time to do that. So what about Android Auto and Google-based devices and platforms? Well, they're even worse for protecting your privacy, and consumers have no alternatives like Brave or DuckDuckGo when you're going to your browser, but this is their only form of connectivity, and again, there's no way to opt out. I hate the term Orwellian because it's been used to the point of losing its impact, but it really is the only way to describe what's going on with modern technology. It's supposed to help. But is it just tracking you? Volvo outlined in its recent quarterly earnings call last month that its main competitive advantage going forward will be its superior ability to monitor the activities of the drivers. They are installing more powerful computers, more powerful cameras, microphones, and other sensors to detect your activities in greater detail. And they view that as their number one profit center going forward. And a lot of that is in your rearview mirror. GM's OnStar has two separate systems that track many GM vehicles. Now, I got this from an insider who said any GM product with Global B computer architecture, like a C8 Corvette or most new Cadillacs, are gathering incredible amounts of data about the car and its driver and are constantly connected to the internet to upload that information. This Global B system cannot be turned off and allows GM to monitor, even disable your vehicle. In the case of a vehicle crash, your data is automatically sent to GM, which OnStar always has, including things like speed, braking, your reaction time, and even location of vehicles around you. It was implemented to protect GM in case of a lawsuit, but that information can also be requested by insurance companies and the government. And GM even performs AI analysis on thousands of sets of data to show self-driving, they call it Super Cruise, and automatic driver assistance software features will make cars safer by tracking the number of traffic violations that drivers make and how driver's assistance software preventing possible crashes. Of course, they say this is for your own good. But isn't that what they always say? What worries me is assuming that car companies have stopped monitoring us simply because we've asked them to opt out. Really? How would you know that? Just because you click decline on a service doesn't mean they stop collecting your data. And car manufacturers and the service companies that work with them can still monitor all of your activity without your permission. To their credit, they tell us this in the fine print that nobody ever reads. As far as the average consumer thinks, the first major story that breaks showing you how a private individual was arrested, charged, convicted, and sent to prison entirely based on evidence from their vehicle monitoring will wake people up. Until then, only the informed will see this coming. Most people are concerned about their freedom, and most people need to see the reality before they wake up to speak out. Where are you on this? Let us know and share this information with others. Remember, knowledge is power. If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe for more videos like this one. If you have any questions or comments, I'll be happy to get involved in the conversation. You can support me by buying me a cup of coffee or just stay a little bit longer and find another way to save some money on your cell phone plan. Links for our website, social media, and the book and the podcast are all down in the description. I'm Lauren Fix. Thank you so much for watching. Have you ever thought, why in the world is my wireless bill so darn high? What are we paying all this money for? Speed, coverage, data, access to 5G, unlimited talk and text, mobile hotspots? We are partnering with Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile offers all of these features for as low as $15 per month. They're reimagining the wireless shopping experience and made it easy and online. No stores, no salespeople, just huge direct-to-you savings. Why should you pay more when you have access to premium wireless? Mint Mobile runs on the nation's largest 5G network. Whether you use your phone to watch YouTube, listen to podcasts, or play games, you get the same speed and performance as the big guys while connecting to Mint's network. How hard is it to switch your service? Big Wireless wants you to think it's hard, but switching to Mint is super easy. Thanks to digital eSIM cards, which most phones now have, you can sign up and activate immediately right on your phone from the comfort of your home. And if your phone doesn't have an eSIM, Mint will ship you a new SIM card for free. Just go to trymintmobile.com/LaurenFix, also linked in the description down below, to get premium wireless for $15 a month.